Welcome back, everybody, to Smuggler's Cove Bar, Marina, Restaurant, and Emporium. Yes, indeed, you're listening to Radio A1A. I'm Harry T. Ford. That's right, T is in Tom and F is in Ford. That's exactly how you spell it. Radio A1A broadcasts on most every smart app application, and also we appreciate you going to our website and clicking on the little play button right there and listening to us. Lots of you are right now. Thanks to our sponsors, of course, Key Largo Joe Coffee, the original coffee of the Keys, Isla Morada Beer Company, Sandbar Sunday, of course, the folks at Kona, Longboard Island Lager, and Scooby's Gourmet Popcorn. John Ribble in the house.
All right.
Indeed, Core Rock Sound, and of course, Bone Lee's Gourmet Original Hot Sauce. If you try some of that on chicken wings here, you'll never use anything else. Plus, it makes a great Bloody Mary. To the microphone this afternoon at the beautiful happy hour here, having some Kona longboard with me. Also performing later tonight is Danny Hoy and Chris Rehm. Tropigal Danny Hoy. Hey, listen, just mumble over the microphone.
Sound of...
They come on my radio show and they trash the joint. But it's
destroyed everything.
That's wonderful. Chris, how are you? Danny, how are you?
Doing great. How are you?
We're doing great. It's nice being here again. This is a place that I used to come to years ago. I played here several times.
Did you?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I was talking to Bill Bob and I was telling him when I played here.
Don't talk to Billy Bob, by the way. When you come here, he knows nothing. Go ahead.
He says funny things too.
Okay.
When I played here, this was the stage where we're sitting right now.
Yeah.
And right where you have this poster, they had an aquarium.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How neat.
Yeah.
So you played and the fish were behind you, is that
Absolutely. Yeah.
Very cool.
It's like you were in the reef.
Yeah. So I never even thought of that until now. That was like 10, 12 years ago.
So the photos they took of you were pretty cool, I would imagine. Were you young then, like me?
You whippersnapper.
I hate these young trop rock musicians, but actually I love them. There's a brand new energy, a brand new spirit. It comes from the heart. It's called trop rock music. And these two right here are the soul of trop rock down in Key West, Florida. And they're conch rockers. That's right, conch. That's right, conch rockers.
You know, that's the beautiful thing about music today is that you can play one type of music and it falls into multiple genres.
Indeed it does.
You know?
Think of all the trop rock. Danny, name some trop rock genres. I mean, country, for goodness sakes, right?
Well, you could call it tropic country or Tropicana, which is Americana.
Yeah.
People play out and out trop rock, which is more rock and roll.
Yes.
And there's Caribbean styles. There's quite a lot out there. It's that fits within the category.
And you also have the Gulf and Western.
My Gulf and Western music we played at the Floribama. That's what we played at the Floribama, folks. Let me tell you, it was that was a world.
Well, if you think about rock and roll in general and different types of music, it's influenced by the area it comes from. I mean, music in California sounds different from music on the East Coast. It's just, a different vibe.
No question about it.
But
Now,
it's all the same genre.
Oh, it is, and let's talk about the genre. This is not a segue to it, but I have been very anxious to talk to you, Chris, because you in particular are spearheading an effort, a broad effort. It looks like a grassroots effort to have trop rock named as a mainstream genre with iHeartRadio. Is that right?
Well, yeah, iHeart is kind of the stepping stone because they seem very receptive to appeasing their listeners. And what happened was, I looked myself up on iHeart, and I found that my music they had paired with the Backstreet Boys.
The Backstreet
Boys, and there was two other bands who I forget who they were,
Wasn't NSYNC or
something like that, yeah. And
you sound like a boy band.
I was nice about it, but I wrote him a letter and I said, and I didn't expect to hear anything back, being a big corporation or anything. And I said, just so you know, this is not what my music is. And so I got an immediate response from them, which was a mechanical response. And they said, we'll get back to you. Sure enough, the next day, I got a guy wrote me a letter from there. His name was William, and he said, well, we'd really like to get this straightened out. Send us 40 people who are on iHeartRadio who you sound like. I'm thinking, kid,
should have emailed me. I got 100.
Well, I just thought to myself, I wrote him back. I said, I'll get back to you in the next day or two. Thank you. And then the next day, by chance, I had some time, so I just went on their station. See, they had to be iHeart people already. Some people are, some people aren't. So I went in there and I got 40 people who were, I checked them and they were on. And the funny thing was, they were also paired with like Backstreet Boys and stuff.
So weird.
Oh no! So I sent it back to them, and the guy wrote me back. He said, "Thank you so much because we're really working hard to get this right. We want to make everything good."
Sure.
And sure enough. About 2 or 3 days later after that, he writes me back. He says, "Okay, everything's in progress. You'll see the changes made in the next couple of days."
Super.
The changes were made.
Good.
So, and like I said, they were very interested in making things right. So at that point, I said, "Well, they're not recognizing trop rock as a genre. Maybe we could get them because they're so receptive to it and so interested in helping everybody out, making themselves right, that maybe they'll do it." And the other thing is that, here we have Radio A1A, and we have, we're on a dozen
your shows
stations.
Sure.
But the thing about that is that it's all within a little community. We're all trop rock people. We recognize each other as trop rock people, but nobody outside that community recognizes us. And that's why I thought iHeart was a good media to go to, because they're outside. If I go to Harry Tieford or if I go to somebody within the community, it's good to do it, but here we're doing it outside the community, so we can get somebody outside the community that will recognize us. Who knows, maybe if we get as far as, someone like BMI and ASCAP to finally recognize us, it's not going to happen overnight, and we have to get a lot of other people on the outside to recognize it. But if that happens, it's going to be good for everybody.
Everybody.
It's going to bring in so many more of us. And like I said earlier, we all have play in multiple genres, which we call trop rock because it falls into that category that we do. But, and as you were saying just a little while ago, when Danny was saying, you got country and you might have, different areas of the country.
Caribbean.
That fall into that. But if somebody is, let's say they're a strict country person, and they see that their artist is also categorized as trop rock, they'll say, well, gee, what's trop rock? And then look into it. Next thing you know, they're buying Danny's record.
That's right.
And next thing you know, they'll listen to Harry Tieford's Radio A1A.
Yeah.
And it's the snowball effect. So it's good for everybody. It puts a little bit more money in everybody's pocket. The biggest problem we're having right now, not a problem, the biggest obstacle we're having is having the musicians themselves, who are the strongest people, but the strongest voices, doing anything about that. We have some of them deaf, and some of them have Sonny Jim. He was right on it.
I was the president of American Federation of Musicians local union on the Upper Gulf Coast. And in that collective group of musicians, I negotiated contracts for symphonies and anything from symphonies to, wedding bands, you name it. At this point in time, I know a lot of people don't like to talk about organization, especially musicians. It's hard to do. But in this case, maybe asking for at least some sort of collective situation where we get together and look at one another and exchange ideas about how to go about this. For instance, I was telling you about getting the email with the brand new Google Play Radio. Google Play is all your Android apps, and Google Play is all of the Google Chrome and all of the stuff in the cloud. That music's being stored. You can play music directly from their cloud system. But when you go to trop rock on their system, you come up with the Captain and Tennille.
Same thing.
Gee whiz, man, come on, help me. So I started writing letters. If we don't take it as an industry, Chris, thank you so much. You've lit a fire. Maybe maybe, just maybe, Danny,
Maybe.
the fire might start catching and we... Listen, I'm not saying that we organize into a musicians union. Things can go south quickly there. But in this case, some sort of organization, the Trop Rock Music Association, thank you, bless your hearts. You are a start. You guys are what we have. And all we have is Trop Rock artists and promoters and entertainers. You are all we have. So I say this, that when you see someone like Chris Rehm that steps out and he says, iHeartRadio, stop and pay attention to us, get behind it, right?
It only takes 2 minutes. It's a very quick questionnaire they're going to have, and they're going to come back with, and they're going to say they want 40 people. You want? Send me an email. I'll send you the 40, so you don't even have to look it up.
You're going to send it to me because I haven't done that yet.
You haven't yet?
No, not yet.
Danny?
And think about it. The trop rock genre is ever expanding. There are more and more bands, duos and trios and individual performers. Wilson Buffett is a brand new performer on the scene, and he's like
just the best.
He's like turning stuff out all the time.
He's got so much energy. He's the energizer bunny.
He
He's amazing. He's got a show now on our station called Good Morning Florida Keys. Now, why didn't we think of that?
Well, he doesn't even live here.
He's wait. He's a musician, and his show is Good Morning. Does he pre-record it?
Yes.
Well, thank God, because if he's a musician, he would not be up in the early hours.
That's too early.
I'm doing a radio show. We all know that.
I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna fool him and play it at midnight anyway. No.
Wilson needs to get his butt down here. I'm just saying.
I'm telling you, man. Listen, I know Wilson's listening up in Kentucky. I know he is. And I want to tell you, buddy, you're something else. All I can tell you is you have more energy in him. It's amazing. The first radio show on Radio A1A was Todd Sparks up in Panama City, Florida, and just wonderful. And he's on his like 199th minute, and then
He's so much fun to listen to. He's laid back.
So the shows have just come along and been wonderful. But yours anchor Monday and Tuesday, the Key West Music Show.
Conch Rockin' in the Keys.
Conch Rockin' in the Keys, not just Key West, but the Keys.
The Keys, yeah.
So you guys are now Marada.
It's all copper.
It is indeed, and that's Monday morning at 10 o'clock. And then what's on Tuesday morning at 10 o'clock?
Key West Beer Tales, the sum of all
The
beers.
sum of all beers. Kona Longboard.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Kona.
We say beer.
Beer.
Matter of fact, that beer show comes from the Cork and Stogie from right down in Key West.
One of 18 Duval Street.
Yep, one of the finest places if you want to have a neck problem looking at all the beers, go there. I mean, I've been to a place with 75 beers. How many beers do you think you got?
I can tell you just about. I'm going to give you a roundabout because I don't know what today's count is, but it's going to be between 62 and 66.
Oh, cool.
With 10 on tap.
And 10 will be on draft.
Yeah.
Wow, 10 on draft?
Yeah,
And believe me, this is really huge because this place is tiny.
It's a very small
yeah.
place.
Yeah. It's a small place.
But you can grab a good cigar, sit
Absolutely.
back, sit on the porch, rock and swing and whatever, and have a beer.
We have a unique selection of cigars that a lot of places
And
don't.
when you're down next time, I'll put you in touch with Dave Senior because he's the expert on cigars.
Well, I've heard his voice on the radio. I haven't met him yet.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Oh, he's wonderful.
And he has 2 cigars, which are the only place you'll find them is at the Cork and Stogie. You won't find them anywhere else in town. Then, of course, we have the other ones, which you will find elsewhere. But then again, we're the southernmost cigar shop in the United States.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you really?
Yeah, we're only a block away from the southernmost point.
You got to get you a cigar Indian. You got to get you a wooden Indian out there doing something like
We don't remember
take
that.
my picture for the southernmost point.
It's funny.
Something.
There's one of the things I love about Dave Senior, he doesn't see anybody else in town as competition. He said whether it's cigars, beer, or wine, he says there's room for all of us here.
Sure.
And there's a cigar shop 2 blocks up the street from us, and they have a wooden Indian.
Yes, they do.
No kidding.
Yeah.
A lot of other crazy things.
Yeah, it's very impressive. It's probably 6 feet tall, 6.5 feet
Yes,
tall.
yeah.
Okay, now I'm going to get personal with you two.
Uh-oh.
First of all, I love kisses from Dan.
I'm not going to give you any, though, so,
No, I'm not going there.
That's fine.
No, we're friends. We're friends. But anyway, Danny, I imagine the Conch Rock Shanty with these cute little lace curtains and you're in a little maid outfit.
Oh no!
Here we go.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that doesn't happen.
Oh, jeez.
And
Come on, Chris.
don't forget the 4-inch high heels.
I do have some high heels.
Oh, she sure does.
I don't wear them very often.
No.
But that's a cool place. You send out these wonderful party pictures where you're cooking. Chris, you must be a chef of high training. What is going on?
It's all fun, you know, that's all it is.
Wow.
And I grew up doing barbecues. My dad
Cool.
always did it in the summertime. And when I moved to Florida, I realized I could do it all year round. And, excuse me. And everything I do is it's unique, but it's simple. I mean, I do this marinade. Don't tell them, which is I call it. It's a Keys marinade. And the thing is, what the heck? I'll tell everybody what it is.
Key lime in it, right?
Of course. Do you know what all sour is?
No.
See, it's like a fading tradition, and
Old sour.
well, they don't pronounce the D. It's
Old.
no apostrophe.
Old sour.
sour. Old sour.
And if you're familiar with the history of the Keys, the first English-speaking people that came to the Keys, of course, nobody really settled here other than Indians before that.
Right. Calusas.
Yeah, and I don't know. I don't think they were here when at that point. I think they're kind of mixed. But in any case, the first English-speaking people that came here from the Bahamas, and what they were descendants, first generation descendants of American Tories, who during the American Revolution, after they lost the Revolution, they went to different English
Colonies.
thank you.
Outposts, yeah.
And these particular ones, they went to the Bahamas.
Nice.
And in the Bahamas, I don't know how it came about, but that's where all sour was originated from. And what they'll do is they'll use.
Is it like a moho? A
No,
marinade?
not even.
Not even like a
It's a
moho.
lot simpler.
It's simpler, but it's related. Also, I have to preface this is that they never used this as a marinade. It was always a condiment. They'd use key lime juice as a condiment to their whatever they were eating. So in any case, the descendants of these Tories, they came to the Keys and they settled throughout the Keys, from Key Largo to Key West.
Sure. Yeah.
And they would use the Denny's tapping.
Just keep going.
All right. Just-
I'll explain later.
All right. Am I supposed to be looking at the camera?
No, you don't have to, but you can.
No, it's what happens when, I didn't mean to interrupt, but what happens when there's a camera, you should use this hand instead of that hand because you're blocking yourself from the
This
camera.
okay.
Yes, if you're going to talk with your hand, you're going to talk
See,
with
now you
this
know why
hand.
she's my girlfriend.
Which hand do you use to slap the shit out of you? Which one of those hands do you use, Dani?
Neither. We don't do violence. High fights maybe, but no violence.
Go ahead, Chris.
Anyway, there's a story there too, which is really good.
Thank you.
In any case, these Bahamians came here. I got to get right here. These Bahamians came here, and they were using key lime juice, and key lime juice, of course, has a season.
Yes.
And when you run out of the season, you run out of key lime juice. So what they would do is they would take key lime juice, throw in some salt, throw in a hot pepper, seal it, and then it would preserve for however long they needed it.
Just let it sit there.
And it would get sour.
Yeah.
And
hot.
It would get hot too with the hot pepper. Now I use a Scotch bonnet when I do it.
Oh, do you? Okay. That's a hot
But
We grow our own now.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
We've got Scotch bonnets and we've got
Buchalockias.
Buchalockias, which people know as ghost peppers. Anyway, I haven't made any out of them yet. But in any case, what I discovered a long time ago was that makes a fabulous marinade. And I'll marinate. You can do it too. You just go out and buy a little 16-ounce over at Publix, Mrs. Biddles, something like that.
Old sour.
All sour. And actually, you're just buying key lime juice.
I got you.
You're just buying key lime
I
juice.
see.
And then just throw in a tablespoon of. I kill
A tablespoon?
Yeah. I kill two birds with one stone. I use kosher sea salt.
Yeah.
That way, use kosher salt, use sea salt. It's too much. So throw one of those in, cut a Scotch bonnet in like 3 so you can stick it in there, seal it. In 2 weeks, it's ready. It just gets better after that.
How about that? That sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
So tell me, what do you marinate and put on the grill? Chicken?
Chicken and pork.
Chicken and pork with that.
That's it.
White meat.
You also have to be careful with it because it has more acid per teaspoon in key lime juice than any other citrus. And if you let it sit for like 5 hours, 6 hours overnight, you've destroyed the product.
Is that right?
Yeah. So marinate
It's
it
not
for
like
3 hours.
ceviche,
Right. Yeah. It's but marinate it for like 2-3 hours, maybe 4, and then throw it on the grill.
And that brings her to the height of flavor, I would imagine. Hey, but I'm still imagining, Dani's duties, if you know what I'm talking about. Who washes the dishes?
Well, we both share those
Yeah.
duties.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
all right.
sweep more often,
Okay.
Yeah, she does.
and I do the laundry.
She does.
The South is north of here. I heard somebody sing about that one time.
There is that song.
And there's this, it's one of my favorites. I'm from the South, and you're going. I hope you get to do that for us tonight, because I know. No, you're not going to do that one tonight.
And I'll tell you why.
Okay, tell me.
I don't play that song that often, unfortunately.
Oh, I see.
And it's actually structurally a very difficult song.
Oh, really?
Once you have it down, it's okay. But because I don't play it, it's like a muscle. You can fall out of shape.
He doesn't write normally.
I understand. Well, what are you going to sing? I'm sure all of yours are my favorite. What you got on mind?
Well, we have a list, and I have a few songs from my third CD, Songs of Love in the Ocean.
Ooh, yeah.
Including I Like It Hot and the title cut. And a couple from my original CD as well. And then we have a few covers we're going to do because we just like to do them. When we play gigs as a band, we call ourselves the Shanty Hounds.
Sure.
And we play, a wide variety of covers because we're just trying to entertain a bar crowd. And we throw in our originals and
Well, Smugglers is proud to have you, I'll tell you, and Radio A1A, of course. You're welcome on the air with us here at Radio A1A. And as a matter of fact, we've got some plans possibly to bring the show down to Key West sometime around Meeting of the Minds time.
Yeah, we're hoping for that. And we actually, you mentioned something about having cigar buddies down in Key West, and that might be another opportunity
Sure.
for you
Totally.
as a test run before it.
Well, we always have things on the table. I'm telling you, luckily we've become very busy, and it's great. The cruise is going to be magnificent. Did we talk about the cruise?
No, we haven't talked about it yet.
We didn't talk about the cruise.
Is that Pablo Cruz? Like that?
No, it's
that
not
band?
Pablo Cruz. Have you heard about the Lonesome Loser?
Exactly.
Quit. Oh, no, this is not a Lonesome Loser cruise. This is a cruise on the Escape. They haven't even built this thing.
This is a Norwegian.
Norwegian free cruising. Oh, that's where you go to dinner when you want. And of course,
It's not structured?
no, this is free range cruising.
Is that anything like the free range chicken?
No. But I will tell you this: Radio A1A. It looks like the organizers have put together one of the finest lineups of trop rock musicians, and they call it a trop rock music festival at sea.
It is.
It is, and I hope, I understand possibly there's a rumor you guys might be making it on board if everything works out okay.
We're excited about the prospect, and we're working out the details right
Yeah,
now.
I
So
think
it's looking really great.
As far as we go, Dani and I are both 100% on board, but we have to get a contract, and it's just putting the
It's the
contract
details.
together.
It's just the details.
Don't you hate that?
No, it's all right. It's all right. It's all good.
It's semi-official.
It's just we haven't signed the contract yet, but we're underway.
I understand they're going to be treating the artists like, it's top of Ocean View cabins, and there's a premium beverage package. Hey, I'm a Scotch drinker, and they've got Glenfiddich.
Oh, beautiful.
That's on the list, and Dewar's 12-year-olds. My gosh, have mercy! Here we go. Woo. And listen, if we happen to be there together, if it's not the floor tapping me on the shoulder and it's one of you guys, I sure would be happy. Like, hey. Anyway, it's going to be fun.
Sounds outstanding.
You know, you get a bunch of trop rockers together, it gets interesting anyway.
You got a great band there, Steve Tolliver,
Steve-
the Trop Rock Junkies.
Trop Rock
That's just
Junkies.
gonna be fantastic.
I understand that, I mean, I can't even give it.
Barefoot Reggie.
Barefoot Reggie is, Tim Sharon is going to be there.
I can't wait to see him.
Oh, listen, he's amazing. He's from right here in Isla Morada, as a matter of fact.
Oh, I didn't know he was here.
Yep, he's from right here. His mom and them good friend. But we've also got Jimmy Stowe and the Stowaways. It looks like they're going to be there with us. Oh, indeed. So the group is growing faster. I cannot believe the cruise director, Deanna, has decided to make a commitment to have so many acts. I guess that's so we can have fun.
I think so.
We're major proponents of having fun.
Well,
Yes.
I mean, I understand that the staterooms are first class and the food is unbelievable, and it's just going to be a big party of trop rock. And you're not going to be there. You're probably going to be sorry that you did. Radio A1A is going to be broadcasting, hopefully, if the ship, from what I understand, has enough bandwidth and has enough internet megabits. We're going to be broadcasting from right there on the deck. We're also going to be Ustreaming it up so that everyone can see it back home. Won't that be fun?
Fabulous.
Won't that be
Oh
fun?
man, that's a bomb.
I'm telling you, and I cannot wait for Mayor Gonzo Mays to walk up to the microphone and introduce Key West Chris Rehm with that cigar she's got. You know, she's something like,
yeah.
oh, listen.
And that hat.
And that hat.
I've known her for.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I guess about.
Oh, I'm
I'm gonna
sorry.
say 5 years.
I'm sorry.
Do you know Doug Bittner?
No, I don't.
Oh, you would like Doug Bittner.
Oh, is he like Mayor Gonzo?
Well, I met him through her, or I met her through him.
Oh,
so, yeah.
well, then I'm sorry for your friend Doug Bittner, wherever you are out there. But
I don't feel sorry
Well,
for Doug.
he had a trunk full of moonshine.
Ooh.
And,
I'm not telling people this on the air.
well, he doesn't have it anymore.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Y'all drank it.
He told her, he said,
Don't
he
look
had
at the
trunk
freezer.
full, but he had one inside the car. And she said, can I just have a little sip? And he goes, yeah, we'll go inside. There's a fresh one on the passenger seat or whatever. He came back and the thing was half empty.
Oh my God, Mayor Gonzo got into the liquor,
Yes,
folks.
and you know she's a coon ass,
That's right.
and she's the first to tell you that. And,
She is?
There you go. You know she's like, obviously she drank half the moonshine in that mason jar.
A premium liquor package on a cruise ship.
Oh,
And
that's
Mayor
fine.
Gonzo Mays, I mean, good God.
jeez.
Are we
Is she
gonna,
going to be able to do her duties?
are we gonna sink?
Or are we good? God, I hope not. Thank you.
Anyway.
There's a pile of longboard that just showed up.
There's a rumor that she's forming a band of Key West gypsies. She's coming up here in 2 weeks to take over this joint for one of our Wednesday night shows. We don't know, but we understand.
She's bringing gypsies.
The last time I saw her on TV, I mean, she did all those spotlights on the Keys. They were wonderful. She did the Alien Portal and all that. But anyway, the last time I saw her, she was
Inducted?
No, she was being interviewed by the guy from Fox News Channel.
Yes.
And they interviewed like
I
five
saw that, yeah.
homeless people and Mayor Gonzo Mays. So that was Key West. And
I saw that too.
one of them said, "Don't come to Key West with your kids. You can't bring your kids down here." Oh, it was awful. It was
That
Fox
was the worst.
News.
That was the worst thing I've ever seen
It was
about the Florida Keys.
it was Fox News doing their duty, but
Doing their worst.
No, listen, hey. But anyway, I guess she was wandering around with the homeless people down there. So beware if you see her anywhere. You know, she's like
They wanted to perceive, us to be perceived as freaks. So,
Oh, absolutely.
Some of us are.
Oh, hey. Sunset on Mallory Square, are there not freaks of nature out there sometimes?
Those are the tourists.
Talented people, that's exactly right.
Actually, there's very talented people at Mallory Square who are very, very good, hardworking.
The cover of Time Out magazine this
Yeah.
week. Look who's on the cover. It's
Smugglers
Smugglers
Cove.
Oh,
Cove.
good to hear.
Smugglers Cove, let me tell you.
I love the people here. They're so nice.
I love the place. It's a traditional
Thank you.
old Keys place.
There's a marina here and everything.
Thank you. See, that's what
I like.
That's what I like too. You're actually in a tiki bar,
Yeah.
and you're going to be playing here in about 10 or 15 minutes, right here on Radio A1A. We're going to broadcast it live, and if you have a chance, get out here. There's plenty of seats available. I think the bar is full. Chris, Chris, call your ex-wives. It's time for them to come on out now, okay?
Make sure you check your Island Murata free press because inside there is a coupon.
That's right.
To get free half off entree, I believe.
Half off entree.
So, come on out and enjoy the delicious food that they're preparing here. I was looking at the menu, and we're going to eat a little later, but there's some really great stuff on there.
By the way, there's a great band playing later on. Billy Bob, our sound engineer extraordinaire, and sometimes my co-host, Billy Bob McKenzie from Coral Rock Sound, is going to be playing drums tonight.
I'm not surprised he's a drummer.
You knew that, didn't you?
Drummers like to carry things.
Yes, they do. He's a big
He's also the sound man.
Yeah, you think?
I used to have a band when I was in Miami called Chris Rehm and the Rabble Rousers. We were a blues band.
Oh, how nice.
And the drummer, who had his entire kit, he also owned the PA. Same thing.
Oh, yeah.
Same
He
thing.
likes
Well,
to carry things.
He's wonderful.
The smartest guy in the band was the harmonica player, who'd come in with his little case, 6 inches long by an inch wide by 3 inches high. That's what he carried. And, I'm lugging in an amplifier and a guitar. But Doug, the drummer, he had the PA and all drums.
Fabulous.
They're all the same.
Fabulous.
Makes me think of Animal Farm.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Hey, you know something? Well, the band is called Second Chance. There's a little lady I want you to hear, Danny. Her name is Leah Suter.
Okay.
She's a student at Florida State University, and she went to school here in the Upper Keys. She's from Island Murata. Her father is the guitar player in the band.
Great.
So it's a kind of a cool little band following you. They're a local band, and then we're going to jam the night away. Robert Steelman's going to be here to do some beautiful keyboard work.
Exciting.
This really is exciting that Smugglers is coming back, Danny, because I remember, Chris, you called me 6 months ago, and you said, what about Smugglers, Harry? What's happening down there? I said, well, we don't really know. But now it's under the general managership of Daryl George. Prettiest blue eyes in the Keys. Danny, you got to see these blue eyes. What do you do? But anyway, oh yeah, but but anyway, he's a really good manager. He's revamped the menu. He's hired a magnificent, excellent chef. He's put some spirit back in here by having entertainment here, which is our business.
Yeah.
Right? He's put a spirit back into by having entertainment. If you don't have entertainment in a place, sometimes it's just like any other place up and down the stretch, the 120 miles of the Florida Keys.
Yeah.
They have to find a way to make this a destination, make people come here.
Here's the thing, and I write a blog, and
Sure.
it's not on any schedule, but sometimes I write 2 blogs a week, sometimes I write 1 blog a week, sometimes I'll go 2 weeks without writing a blog.
Sure.
But one of the things I've touched on over the last few years is that there's so many people who come here, and it's pedal to the metal, let me get to Key West as fast as I can. And for me, that's like you're wasting. What the hell's the matter with you?
Take your time.
There's so many flowers to smell on the way, and I always recommend people. I say, if you're coming to Key West, that's fantastic, but take 2 days driving through the Keys to get there. Stop here, stop there. This is a place, and stay overnight. Stay overnight.
Yeah.
Danny and I, whenever we come down to Key Largo,
I know you do.
we
Up
stay
to Key Largo.
up to Key Largo. We always stay at the Sunset Cove, which we love.
But there's a hotel here that
There's all kinds of hotels throughout the Keys that are just like that.
Yeah.
They have a hotel here, like you said, but this is like traditional old Keys.
It is.
And if the history of the Keys is something that is one of the things that draw people here.
Sure.
And this is the type of place you want to stop at. It's during the day it's going to be quiet. I don't know what their hours are, but they have their own little marina here.
I believe they open for lunch because they have a lunch
Oh, yes.
special menu.
Are open for lunch.
You look at the walls, and the walls. You wonder how many stories over the decades. Because this is, I'm going to guess, this is at least 70 years old.
At least this point has been here. As a matter of fact, it was an important place during the hurricane of 1935, and this place has been here a long time. And you've recognized something. You hit on something. That this is a true locals place. It just needs to be rediscovered because it's back under true local management now.
Great, that's great to know.
Yeah, and a good guy. So when you call him back and say, "Hey, when can we come play on the Point?" There's a Point down here. Have you gone out there and seen the Point lately?
No.
They have totally remodeled the Point that you wouldn't recognize it. It's unbelievable, and they have full service restaurant and food, and everything that they serve here They serve out on the point, even drink-wise.
Wonderful.
Let's go out talking one more time about Trop Rock.
Sure.
And some of the things that the...
I'm sorry, I think I just saw the Google card go by.
Did you? I believe that was the Google
The
card.
Google card just went by.
The Google Map card?
Yeah.
I think they were, hey, once you're on the Google Map, you're on it for a while.
Yeah, he was. Chris was on the Google Map.
But were you?
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt
That's
what you were
all
going to
right.
say.
Where I used to live, the Google Map, it shows me, I'm like,
Walking the dog.
I'm about 15 steps away from my front door, walking the dogs on the sidewalk.
Good gracious. The Whippets?
Yes,
the
walking the
Whippets.
Whippets.
Tululu, and Cajun.
Yeah, Tululu in French, in Cajun French, means fiddler crab.
Oh, neat.
That's what we named it that for.
So this is a pet-friendly place?
Yeah, well, we didn't know, so, and also when we play gigs, we don't take the dogs.
I see.
Because we like to manage, we like to take care of it, we like to manage it. We don't want to leave them under somebody else's
Yeah, that's
handling.
not right. So.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You guys ready to play?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are
We're
you?
ready to have some fun.
All right.
We're gonna grab a beer
We're
on the
already
way
having
there,
fun.
Hey, we've iced down
Got a whole
some
box of Konas.
Oh, the Kona longboard has been iced down. It's fabulous. So
Nice.
next time we'll talk to you, you'll be up on stage and just say hello to everybody on Radio A1A up there because it's going to come right through here. Billy Bob has set up the sound, and there he is back there waving his hand. Are we ready for them to set up, Billy Bob? I'm going to put some music on. I'm going to put the regular mix back on, probably you guys on
And we
there.
just want to thank everyone for their nominations for our 2 radio shows for the Trop Rock Music Association.
Oh,
Awards.
yes, yes.
And your station has been nominated
Yes,
for
we
an
have.
award as well.
Our first time to be nominated. Very honored.
Yeah, congratulations.
Just the honor of being nominated.
Thanks to the listeners out there to do that.
Oh, yes.
Because that's who's doing this.
That's
It's the
right.
people who listen to us.
Right, that's right. Well, you guys, thank you so much. Music for the Road to Paradise Radio, A1A. Next sound you'll hear will be Dani Hoy and Chris Rehm, Key West Chris,
Either way, it's good. Either way.
and the music of Key West and the music of Conch Rock. We'll be right back.
Cool.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for having us. I'm Dani Hoy. This is Key West Chris. Say hello.
Hello, we're the Shanty Hounds.
Woof woof. As you brush your shoes, stand before your mirror, and you comb your hair, grab your coat and hat, and you walk wet streets trying to remember all the wild breezes in your memory ever, and everything looks so complete when you're walking out on the street, and the wind that catches your feet sends you flying, crying. Ooh-wee. Wild night is calling. Ooh-wee. Wild night is calling, and all the girls by dressed up for each other, and the boys in the boogie woogie on the corner of the street, and the people passing by staring wild wonder, and the instant jukebox roars out like thunder, and everything looks so complete when you're walking on the street, and the wind that catches your feet sends you flying, crying. Ooh-wee. Wild night is calling. Ooh-wee.
4.
Come on out and dance.
Come on out and dance.
Come on out and make romance. Come on out and dance. Come on and make romance. And everything looks so complete when you're walking on Duval Street, and the wind that catches your feet sends you flying, crying. Ooh. Little Wild Night. Well, Van Morrison's kicking off tonight. We like the Wild Night. There's always a Wild Night in Key West, where we live. Look at that, I took my shoes off. Uh-oh.
That's part of the next song we're gonna do.
You can take your shoes off here, it's all good.
We're doing a couple of covers just to get warmed up.
Yeah. Warm it up, get it all dialed in.
This is a song that Kenny Chesney did. Up to my neck, working 6 days a week, wearing holes in my soles, the shoes on my feet. I've been thinking about getting away since I don't know. Ain't no better time than now for Mexico. No shoes, no shirt, no problem. Blues, what blues? Hey, I forgot 'em. The sun and the sand, a drink in my hand with no bottom. No shoes, no shirt, no problem. I got a towel on a chair by the sand and the sea. Wanna look through my shade, see you looking at me. I wanna soak up life in a laid back mode. No boss, no clock, no stress, no dress code. No shoes, no shirt, no problems,
No bottoms.
no bottoms. Blues, what blues? Hey, I forgot 'em.
Forgot the dress code too.
The sun and the sand, a drink in my hand with no bottoms.
See, no bottoms. It's right there.
No bottoms. No shoes,
no sure, no problem. Well, babe, let's get back to tank tops and flip-flops if you got 'em. No shoes, no shirt, no problem.
Thank you.
Thanks very much. Well, speaking of no bottoms, this next song is not called Gone Naked.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It made me spill my beer.
You don't need a beer? We need naked.
Naked beer. Actually, this Kona Longboard beer is pretty darn good.
Yeah, it sure is.
Actually, the real name of the song is Gone Native. Native. But people hear naked somehow, and I'm just like, no, naked, no. Though a lot of people come to the Keys because there are places you can be naked, and it's okay. It's allowed. It's optional. Not that I know a lot about that, to be honest. I'm just saying.
It's all a hoax.
This is on my current CD, Songs I Love in the Ocean, which was released just a little time ago. I won't tell you when. But if you want to find out more about it, we've got them here. We have our CDs and products here. And you can also hear them on Radio A1A, Trop Rock streaming live 24/7 with Harry Tiford. And we're the Shandy Hounds. This is Gone Native. He always lived up north, damn close to 50 years, wishing he was somewhere else, many miles away from here. One day he took the plunge, finally took that airplane ride, through south to an island town, plane touchdown, he sighed. And now he's writing songs, playing music to the crowd, his dream is finally real. He's living life out loud, he's gone native. She was once an island child, playing happy in the streets, till they moved her far away, her heart lost its beat. For years she struggled through, till she finally heard enough, sold it on to go back home, not much money, things so rough. Now she runs bikes and tourists, making hurt on the side. She wouldn't leave here if she could, she's back in paradise, she's gone native. She's gone native. They're finally in a place they know where they belong. No matter where they lived, their hearts sang that island song. My heart's far away in a little island town. Every time I have to leave there, I just want to turn around. One day I will return there, and I never will look back. I'll make a brand new start, sail on to different tack. For now the
dream goes on behind the life that moves so fast. I'm gonna take that flight and change my life at last and go native.
Naked!
And go native.
Naked!
And go, okay, naked.
Yeah!
And go native. Let's go. Gone naked. Native. I mean native. Sorry, it's true. Do you want more? What's this next song, Chris?
You're not playing the drums tonight.
We usually have a drummer. His name's John Saucer. We call him Marmaduke. It's like Marmaduke, but you know.
This next song, Dani and I are in from Key West, and the Spanish name for Key West is Cayo Hueso.
Cayo Hueso.
So I wrote this song called Yippee Cayo Hueso.
Yippee!
Yippee-ki-oh-way-so. Yippee-ki-oh-way. Yippee-ki-oh-way-so.
An island
in the stream.
Take care, have a good night.
Sailing out to Sand Key, a little bit south of the light. A pot of dolphins started playing right off our port side. We came about and we headed south. The sea was quite serene, and that pot of dolphins showed the way right off of our bow. Back on the mainland, it's wound so tight, sometimes I can't believe my eyes.
We'll take a sail on a sunset eve and a twilight you can't believe.
So, yippee-ki-oh-way-so. Yippee-ki-oh-way. Yippee-ki-oh-way-so. An island in the stream. Pelican flies like a B-25, a half a foot off the waves. And when they're high, they sure can fly, always carrying a smile. Back on the mainland, they're wound so tight, sometimes I can't believe my eyes.
We'll take a sail on a sunset eve and a twilight you can't believe. Yippee-ki-oh, so. Yippee-ki-oh, yippee-ki-oh, so. Yippee-ki-oh, so. Yippee-ki-oh, so. An island in the stream.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
That's on the upcoming album.
It's going to be on the next one. Uh-oh.
It's in progress.
I can't think of anything better than hanging out here at Smuggler's Cove, enjoying some beer, Kona beer, playing music, looking at the marina, and all these nice folks hanging out here. How you doing? Having a nice time?
Good.
Isn't this great? This is like a little hidden gem. I think people need to come here more and more often. It's a good time. And I can't wait to try the food on the menu. I'm really excited about that menu. Looks like they're sponsoring a dolphin tournament. There's a dolphin tournament going on next weekend. So that's going to be fun.
Catching flipper, right?
Flipper. No, not flipper. No, dolphin is the other thing that we call mahi.
No, it's called dolphin.
Oh, we're gonna catch Flipper.
Yeah.
Poor Flipper. Well, this song is not one of our songs. We felt it as appropriate. Because it does have a lot to do with being in the water and having a good time. You ready? When you are. Pretend I don't live in it. Sunshine is gonna wash my blues away. Had a sweet love, but I lost it. Got too close, so I fought it. Now I'm lost in the world, trying to find me a better way. Wishing I was knee deep in the water somewhere. Got the blue sky breeze blowing wind through my hair. Only worry in the world is the tide gonna reach my chair. Sunrise, there's fire in the sky. Never been so happy, never felt so high. And I think I might have found me my own kind of paradise. Rode a nut, set out back in a minute. Bought a boat, I sailed off in it. Don't think anybody's gonna miss me anyway. My mind's on a permanent vacation. The ocean is my only medication. Wishing my condition ain't ever gonna go away. And now I'm deep in the water somewhere. Got the blue sky breeze blowing wind through my hair. Only worry in the world is the tide gonna reach my chair. Sunrise, there's fire in the sky. Never been so happy, never felt so high. And I think I might have found me my own kind of paradise. The champagne shore is washing over me. It's a sweet, sweet life, living by the salty sea. One day you'll be as lost as me. Change your geography, honey, you might be knee deep in the water somewhere. Got the blue sky breeze blowing wind through my hair.
tide gonna reach my chair. Sunrise, earth, fire, and sky. Never been so happy, felt so high, and I think I might have found me my own kind of paradise. And now I'm knee-deep in the water somewhere. Got the blue sky breeze blowing wind through my hair. Only worry in the world is the tide gonna reach my chair. Sunrise, earth, fire, and sky. Never been so happy, never felt so high, and I think I might have found me my own kind of paradise. Come on in, the water's nice. Find yourself a little slice. Buy a backpack of limes, you never know until you try. When you lose yourself, you find the key to paradise. A little knee deep, thank you very much. Zach Brown Band and featuring Jimmy Buffett. Jimmy Buffet. What's going on, Chris? Are you thinking about home?
This is home.
Yeah.
I used to play her a long time ago.
Yeah. Where else is home?
Well, Key West is currently. And the thing is, anybody in the Keys could use this as a song for home. It's called My Little Island Town. Goodbye, Jersey, New York too. Said goodbye to old Cape Cod, we'll see you soon. Turned the wheel around and I pointed it south, heading to my little island town. Drove through the Carolinas, I sung Smoky Mountain song. Been to Albuquerque, it's a long time gone. Frozen New Hampshire, I'd get lost in LA. Gotta get my ass back on my way. Now, goodbye, Georgia, hot Atlanta too. Said goodbye to Miami, I took off and flew. I could see that I'm in for a test. Pack my bags, I'm heading to Key West. Can't you feel that tropical breeze blowing right by your knees? I like to wear shorts all of the time, and I get on that little Isle of mine. I've been to Ohio, San Francisco too. Been to Oklahoma and the London Zoo. You know, I've been around this world, but I feel so blue when I miss my little island town. You know, barbecue afternoons and hanging at courtside. Make myself young, I'd go way to get back. I'd drive across that ocean on that old highway, get myself back on that railroad track. Can't you feel that tropical breeze blowing right by your knees? I like to wear shorts all of the time, and I get on that little Isle of mine. Little Isle of ours. Thank you.
Off of Key West Chris's first CD.
Yeah,
Shanghai and marooned to Key West, things could be worse.
that's true.
They sure as heck could be. Well, I'm from up in the north area, north mid-Atlantic actually.
I can't say Northeast because I'm not from there. But, you know, I fell in love with Bing. I think cigs are good. Thanks, Bill. I spent a lot of time on the Jersey Shore, and I love the boardwalk. I had a big love for the boardwalk. So on my first CD, I thought it'd be great to write a song about that, and this song is called Meet Me on the Boardwalk.
Yeah, right. That's what we said earlier.
Well, the sun beats down and melts a tar upon the roof, and your shoes get so hot you wish your tired feet were fireproof. Under the boardwalk, down by the sea, yeah. On a blanket with my baby, that's where I'll be. Under the boardwalk, out of the sun, under the boardwalk, we'll be having some fun. Under the boardwalk, people walking above. Under the boardwalk, we'll be falling in love. Under the boardwalk, boardwalk. Thank you. From a park you hear the happy sounds of the carousel. You can almost taste the hot dogs and french fries and cereal. Under the boardwalk, down by the sea, yeah. On a blanket with my baby, that's where I'll be. Under the boardwalk, out of the sun. Under the boardwalk, we'll be having some fun. Under the boardwalk, people walking above. Under the boardwalk, we'll be falling in love. Under the boardwalk, boardwalk. A couple boardwalk songs for you. How are things going, Harry? We doing all right? Should we keep rolling? All right. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. I'm Danny Hoy. This is Key West Chris. We're from Key West, and we have a band called the Shanty Hounds. We usually have a drummer with us, but he couldn't be here because we were traveling and stuff. He had a gig. Anyway, it's all good.
I'm a drummer.
There's more entertainment coming up tonight. It's going to be fun. Lots of music and a jam and all kinds of good stuff. So we're going to keep playing music for you right here on radio A1A.com. Harry Tieford. Streaming live 24/7. Trop rock music. Music for the road to paradise.
Live, but not naked.
Not naked. There's no naked people here. Not yet, anyway.
Not yet. I like to be naked.
It could be. Naked is good.
You got a table right there.
Some people like being naked.
Where there's a table, you can have a job.
I don't know. Sailing's next. Do you have beaches?
Close on there, okay.
Yeah, it's near the end. Are you friend of that?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
We're changing the set list here.
We're changing midstream. We do a lot of Grateful Dead songs. So we're going to do one of those.
I lit up from Reno, I was trailed by 20 hounds. Didn't get to sleep that night till the morning came around.
Said I run and take my time. A friend of the devil is a friend of mine. I get home before daylight, just might get some sleep tonight. Ran into the devil, baby, he loaned me 20 bills. Spent the night in Utah in a cave up in the hills. Said I run and take my time. Friend of the devil is a friend of mine. If I get home before daylight, just might get some sleep tonight. Ran into the levee, but the devil, he caught me there. Took my $20 bill and vanished in the air. Said I run and take my time. A friend of the devil is a friend of mine. If I get home before daylight, just might get some sleep tonight. Well, I got 2 reasons why I cry away each lonely night. First one name's Sweet Aunt Marie, she's my heart's delight. Second one is prison, baby, the sheriff's on my trail. If he catches up with me, spend my life in jail. Well, I got 2 reasons why I cry away each lonely night. First one name's Sweet Aunt Marie, she's my heart's delight. Second one is prison, baby, the sheriff is on my trail. And if he catches up with me, spend my life in jail. I got a wife in Chino and another in Cherokee. First one said she got my child, but it doesn't look like me. Said I run and take my time. A friend of the devil is a friend of mine. If I get home before daylight, just might get some sleep tonight. Lost verse. Can borrow from the devil, you can borrow from a friend. Devil gives you 20, but he'll take it back again. Said I run and take my time. A friend of the devil is a friend of mine. If I get home before daylight, just might get some sleep tonight. Thank you. A little dead for you. We just played at Grateful Dead Festival up in Ramrod Key. Ramrod?
We got a song with Ramrod in it, but it's not on the set list tonight.
Should we do that song?
I don't know.
I don't know. That's a great song.
It might be taken, we might not be asked back if we play that song.
Harry Tieford, can we do blues songs on your show?
But can we do blues songs here at Smuggler's Cove?
All right, well that's...
There's nothing outright, it's all suggestive.
It's all about being... Might have to consider it. Songs I love.
Okay.
This song is the title cut to my current CD.
This is not the suggestive song.
This is not that song, but, you know, it might happen. our butts to the afternoon sun. Watch it set and wonder. Gonna take a few days to stay at the shore, find a heartbeat in this beach town. Party all night till the sun comes up, singing songs of love and the ocean. Songs of love and the ocean. We'll find a local joint and we'll dance to the band. We're there while the starlight sparkles on the water. Raise our glasses and sing to the night. Fill the air with our laughter. Gonna take a few days to stay up the shore, find a heartbeat in this beach town. Party all night till the sun comes up, singing songs of love and the ocean. Songs of love and the ocean. Gonna take a few days to stay up the shore, find a heartbeat in this beach town. Party all night till the sun comes up, singing songs of love and the ocean. Songs of love and the ocean. Songs of love and the ocean. Thank you very much. Picking it up a notch or two.
Short and sweet. Don't shake me a second.
It's grits and grunts for breakfast. I had 'em in the early morning. Dropped a line off the stern as I drank my coffee. Thank you. And last night it was yellowtail. I call that the good life. Later I head to the marina. I hear that they got some work. But I'll get out in time, make a beeline back to where it all began. 'Cause I'm a liveaboard. I'm a liveaboard. I'm a liveaboard. Liveaboard. They threw me out of Old Boot Key. You know, I lived there for years. And every night I'd wash up to that dockside bar. But big money moved in, they moved me out. I ain't got no money, I ain't got no clout. So I fired up the motor and off I go. But I'm off the highway and I'm on the waves to greet the morning sun. 'Cause I'm a liveaboard. I'm a liveaboard. I'm a liveaboard. Liveaboard. Bow light, stern light, need a foghorn. Break away, get away, I just can't wait for the dawn. Dropped an anchor in Jewfish Creek. I'd like to swim with the dolphins, but those red crocodile eyes they're patrolling, keeping their watch. But it's a hot summer day, I think I'll find my way over to Gilbert's bar, wet my whistle and tell my tales to anyone that wants to listen. But I'll stay anchored right here until my luck and money run out and it's time to shove off. 'Cause I'm a liveaboard. I'm a liveaboard. I'm a liveaboard. Liveaboard. Thank you.
I think I know where you should have come in that song at the end there. Should have come on over to Smuggler's Cove.
Yeah, well,
That's right. Smuggler's Cove, that's where we are tonight. When you're coming through the Keys, make sure you stop here. We're at mile marker 88.
absolutely, yeah.
We're right past the toll booth. When you come past the toll bridge, we're here.
It's not toll.
No, well, whatever that is. It's a drawbridge.
It's a drawbridge,
Not
yeah,
a toll
there's no-
bridge.
there's no toll.
There's no tolls at the Keys. There's a drawbridge.
Don't give them a hint.
Sorry, it's a drawbridge. It's the wrong hint. Sorry. There's a drawbridge. With the, we're right here at mile marker 88 in the Florida Keys. Yes. I'm prepared now. I have
All right.
protection.
Anybody here know the waters in the Upper Keys here? He does. He does. Well, I was one time looking at a soundings chart. And there's the Coast Guard has one for the Upper Keys and one for the Lower Keys. I was looking at the one for the Upper Keys, and my eyes almost popped right out of my head when I saw this one key. And it's about 25, 26 miles west of here. It's in the Florida Bay. And I had to write a song about it. I'm sorry. But it just could not be left alone.
No apologies necessary.
I'm gonna wake up in the morning before that sun comes up. I'm gonna get my things together, fishing poles and all of that stuff. I'm gonna head on down shore side, got a little boat waiting for me. A fishing pole where I'm gonna go down in the Florida Keys, that's right. Half a dozen miles south-southeast of old Flamingo. I'm gonna motor my way out in the Florida Bay, that's where I'm gonna go. I'm gonna drop an anchor and catch a wave, cast a line and enjoy the day. I'm going fishing, my favorite spot is better known as Dildo Key.
What did he say?
That's right, it's better known as Dildo Key. Now how it got a name like that, I can't rightfully say. All I can tell you is that it sits out in the Florida Bay. Tell you, the girls all love it, they like to hitch a ride. They love it best when they're at high tide.
Yeah.
Everything is shaking, my favorite spot down at Dildo Key. Well, you have a good time, you would see if you're hung at Dildo Key.
Hung?
And you can take it next door. There's a real live Johnson for the south to Ramrod Key.
Ramrod? Is there a little ramrod?
You know the girls all screaming hard
Woo!
about heading down to Dildo Key. Shaken or stirred, that's the way they say it's gotta be. Now I don't know how it all came about. At Long Key they all get to stretch it out. Everything is shaking, my favorite spot down at Dildo Key, that's right. Now right next door there's a neighbor, I'm not kidding, it's a little Johnson Key.
Did you say Johnson?
And if you go down, way down low, there's 3 big Johnsons more.
3 more?
Dropping anchor on a soft shoal. Before you know it, they'll be screaming for more.
Ow!
Everything is shaking, my favorite spot down at Dildo Key, that's right. Now man in the boat is ready for a day out on Dildo Key. Eager beaver can't wait, might not come back for the rest of the day. I don't know how it all came about. At Long Key they all get to stretch it out. Everything is shaking, my favorite spot down at Dildo Key. Well, you know you'll have a good time you would see if you hung at Dildo Key. And you can take it next door, there's a real live Johnson further south to Ramrod Key. Well, everything is shaking, my favorite spot. You know that everything is shaking, my favorite spot. You know that everything is shaking, my favorite spot. Down.
Down, down.
Way down at Dildo Key.
Woo!
Thank you.
The whole reason I needed
There
it 'cause
actually is a key 26 miles from here called Dildo Key. I didn't name it.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I'd like to talk to the person who named that.
What were you thinking?
Or doing.
Or doing?
And there is a key right next to it called Johnson Key.
And then there's, yeah. Reminds me of areas in Pennsylvania, but we won't go into that.
Down.
Well, it's a sultry evening. It was 91 degrees today, and, you know, I have to say, it's much better than freezing your butt off anywhere up north, so I wrote this song. It's called I Like It Hot. Somewhere I like never going back again. I like it high, underneath the sun. I like it high, warm air, having fun. I like it high, on the beach somewhere. I like it high, in the island there. I like it high, underneath the sun. I like it high, warm air, having fun. I like it high, on the beach somewhere. I like it high. Ooh, I like it high. Ooh, I like it high. I like it hot. I live here in the Florida Keys. What do we do when we're hot? Where do we go? To the beach,
Smuggler's
right?
Cove. Oh,
Smuggler's Cove is a good place. How about we go to the beach, get our toes in the sand, or ass in the water, or ass in the sand, or toes in the water, something like that. Today I'm going to the beach. It's a sunny day and I'm on my way, and I love to feel the heat. See palm trees and coconuts get the sand in my feet. And I just don't get better all the while. Carpe diem seize the day. Today I'm going to the beach. Get on my bike and take a ride. The sun is what I seek. And it ain't far, who needs a car? This is island time, and this is my beat. And on the street, out from the street, smell the fries cooking in that summer heat. Now don't stand by the window on the phone and be talking. Get off of that computer and be on my way. Time's a waste and life's too precious. Better start walking out the door. Get on my bike, be on my way. I love the beach. Today I worship the sun. And I worked all week and paid my dues. Don't you think I deserve just a little fun? Yeah, I'm heading to the beach. I'll take my time, no, 'cause I don't have to run. And everyone on the beach wears a smile, and the good times have begun. Now don't stand by the window on the phone and be talking. Get off of that computer and be on my way. Time's a waste and life's too precious. Better start walking out the door. Get on my bike, be on my way. Go to the beach today. We're at the beach. Woo! This sand is hot. Yeah, that sun is shining. We're all smiling.
beat. You know, that sun beats down, let's jump in the water, you bet. Hey, we're at the beach. And I just don't get dead all the while. Carpet DMC today.
I got my towel, my suntan lotion. I'm ready to go to the beach. Woo! Let's hear it for the beach.
Thank you.
Billy Bob just gave us 2 fingers.
Usually people give me 1 finger.
He gave them both on one hand, though, so I'm a little confused about what he
That's
was...
how they do it in England.
Like this.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't think that's what he meant, though. I think we have 2 more songs to do.
Well, isn't it great to hear Danny and Chris tonight on Radio A1A? Music for the road to paradise, man. Put your hands together for Danny and Chris. Come on. Working hard coming up from Key West, Radio A1A. Come on. Come on. Come on. Trop Rock right here at Smuggler.
We're going to pull this one out of our you-know-once. This is a song we play as a cover song. We have a lot of fun playing this. This is not a trop rock song by any stretch of the imagination. Sorry. Is that okay? Do we have to pick one?
Anything you want to play, Danny?
Are you sure?
Yes.
All right, that's okay with you? Because this one's a lot of fun. We like this one a lot. It's very spacey.
I like it already.
Have you noticed that Jupiter and Venus are aligned with the moon lately? It's kind of been really cool and awesome.
Spacey stuff.
We packed bags last night, pre-flight. 0 hour, 9 a.m. And I'm gonna be high as a kite by day. I miss the earth so much, miss my wife. It's lonely out in space on such a timeless flight. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. The touchdown brings me round, I am goodbye. I think I'm at home. Oh, no, no, no. I'm a rocket man, burning out his fuse out his own. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. Touchdown brings me round, I yet to find. I barely think I am at home. Oh, no, no, no. I'm a rocket man. Burning out his fuse out alone. Bars ain't the kind of place to raise your kids. In fact, it's cold as hell. And there's no one there to raise them. If you're this. All the science I don't understand. It's just my job, 5 days a week. A rocket man, a rocket man. think it's gonna be a long, long time. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. Rocket Man, or Rocket Ma'am, as I might be called. Rocket Man. Thank you very much. Love Elton John. We got one more song for you. This is written by Key West Chris. We perform this quite frequently. In fact, I think we do this every time we are performing. So this is written by him. It's a great song. I love doing it. It's gonna be on the next album, CD.
And these gentlemen here are doing exactly what this song's all about. They're toting the load.
This is what we do. We carry. This is what we do right now. We're playing, but in between, you know, to be able to play, we have to carry stuff around.
That's the work part of the gig.
It's the work part of the gig. This is the playing part, and that's the work part. So, toting the load. That's what we do.
Billy Bob, you want to be on too?
I want to be LT. I'm just kidding. I heard that.
You're always on.
Yeah. I'm ready. I am prepared. Here's our final song. Key West Chris. Tote the load. I left Nashville on a midnight flyer. Got no time for buttons and bows. Sudden call to Savannah. Last minute, off I go. One thing is that I miss you. You're somewhere down the road.
I'm on the road in Houston town. Hit the bricks and you stayed home. Sudden call to Savannah. The price you pay when business calls. The one thing is that I miss you, and you're somewhere down the road. I was thinking here in Houston town.
I've been thinking on the road.
Sometimes we're living high, and sometimes we tote the load. Ran off the tires in front of me. There's one ahead, so I'm told. 40 miles stuck behind that bus. At least I know I'm on a roll. I see a face in that misty haze. My heart's on overload.
What do you say we rendezvous? We're so far away from home. It's raining here in Savannah too. They say it's sunny in Key West. I see your face in that rainy haze. My heart's on overload.
I was thinking here in Houston town.
I'm thinking on the road.
Sometimes we're living high, and sometimes we tote the load. Sometimes we tote the load.
Sometimes we talk alone. Thank you very much for having us here on RadioA1A.com.
Absolutely. Thank
Music
you,
for the
Harry.
road to paradise.
Thank you, Billy Bob.
Thank you,
Thank
Terry.
you, Chris.
Thank
Ladies
you.
and gentlemen,
Thank
would
you,
put your
Smuggler's
hands
Cove.
together once again for
Smuggler's
Danny and
Cove.
Chris.
It's been 12 years since I played here. Thank you so much. Good to be back.
You guys are something, I'll tell you. Thank you, Danny Hoy and Chris Rehm. Key West Chris from Key West, Florida, of course. And they are gonna sit around, have a little dinner. Hey, try the lobster sandwich, okay? Smuggler's lobster sandwich is about as good as it comes.